Look, I'm not afraid of flying. I'm afraid of literally everything else. Hey, how we doing, guys? So, quick update. I'm on a nice holiday at the moment, so I thought it'd be nice to have a nice filming location instead of you guys staring at my traditional white wall. This is definitely an upgrade, I think. And what better thing to talk about my experiences, than to talk about one of my least favorite things, flying. Why is it so terrifying? Well, you're gonna find out in a second. Why is it like that? But first, we have to begin at the beginning process. You buying the ticket, you acquiring the ability to get on the plane for you to go to your desired location. See, now here's the thing. Planes are expensive. You see, just getting me here in general is just like a few $100s on top of it. And while that might not seem a lot to a lot of people, because, you know, some will say, oh, well, it'd be a pittance. For me, that's just a fair chunk of change to get through. And sometimes, you know, you don't want the small leg space all the time, and you want the nicer seat. And guess what business is worth? Even more. And then, of course, an experience I'd love to experience one day, first class. Guess what? I'm gonna need to sell a kidney. But look, the outrageous prices are, I guess, somewhat fair. I mean, who doesn't like it when the billion-dollar companies are just plunging all of your money out of your pocket just to go somewhere? It's my favorite. I love it so much. It's even better when they keep their planes attached. They're great at that as well. Now, once you have acquired your ticket, once you have gotten it and you've been given the ability to, you know, be a passenger on the plane, you then have to wake up. A dreaded thing for me personally. You see, I'm what you call a professional sleeper. I don't have a professional sleep schedule, but I'll fall asleep at whatever time, you know, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the morning, and then I'll sleep for 16 hours, and then I'll need quite literally anything as loud as possible to wake me up. Unfortunately, there has been many days when my phone alarm has simply not cut it, and I've woken up and it's 6 in the afternoon. These events definitely can happen because, one, I just, for some reason, like to sleep like an absolute log and an absolute plank, like a 2x4. Now, once I have risen out of the bed and I'm getting myself quickly changed as I'm going over to the place where I'm staying at or trying to get to the airport quickly enough, you know, I'm in the car and we get out to get there, and you know, everyone just wants to go there every time. Just for some reason, everyone's like, oh, we need to go to a trip at exactly 5 in the morning. And if you want the best deals, sometimes it has to be really, really late at night or super, super early in the morning, because that's just when sometimes the best times are to fly. Cost effective wise, I mean, you can pay triple the price and get on the same plane, but if you just get up at like, you know, 3 in the morning, we'll save you an extra few $100s. Oh gosh. And then there's just the flood of people. The airport is constantly open, 365 all the time. Never closes, is constantly running. Look, you know, as you're siphoning through and moving from person to person, you know, getting everything down and just really digging in there, surfing through everyone just to get to the exact area you need to, you have to go through what I call my favorite exercise. How quickly can I get through security this time? Security is a necessary component of flying. It is the core fundamental. You know, you have to make sure that you're safe on the plane. You know, you have to make sure that you're going to have the ability to have a safe journey. Of course, then the TSA guys yelling at me saying, you have to put your bags in here, move as fast as possible, move as fast, move as fast, you gotta move, you gotta move. And I understand, there's a big line behind me, there's plenty of people there, we've all got places to be, things to do. But I mean, I've never been in such a rush and such a demand from someone. You know, they give me those like plastic bin trays, you know, and then I'm putting everything in it, and he's like hurrying me on a little bit faster. He's like a personal coach. He's like, come on, you can do it, just a little bit more. And you know, once I put everything in there, you know, and you know, you better pray that there was nothing in your pockets, you know, that you accidentally forgot to pull out, because you know, if there was like an extra set of keys or a wallet or something, then you're gonna have to deal with the problem. This second part of it, you know, giving the whole body scan, doing everything like that, that's fine and whatnot. I don't have much of a particular problem until I've accidentally left something on top of me or inside of me, you know, because their systems just end up going and just start yelling at me. And it's like, oh, they think I have a bomb on me. Yep, I'm going to jail, right? I see the police over there. He's got an AK-47, a fully loaded gun, ready to gun me down at any second. But of course, it was just this simple object. And then I'm given the most disappointed face from the person who's doing security. And then of course, we have my favorite part of the whole experience, getting past the checkpoint. And now we have a favorite part of getting past the checkpoint and into the whole entertainment thing, all the food, you know, being able to see all of your terminals. It's a fantastic thing. I really do enjoy it. And you know, the airport will be the one and only place that will have the most expensive pair of sunglasses I've ever seen. I mean, who's paying $700 for a pair? It's not me. I'm not paying it. It's never happening. And on top of that, everything is just purely overpriced. Nothing is cheap. Everything is expensive. Chocolate bar should simply not be $10. It doesn't have to be. It's a small one as well. You might be thinking, oh, the big one. No. The small one. The one you eat in 10 seconds? Yeah. $10. You cough them up now. Sometimes it can be 12. And I mean, it's not just that. It's getting a drink. It's getting everything else. They make everything so expensive so that they can maximize their profit off of it. It's absolutely absurd. I've never seen something so ridiculous before. And you know, then your plane is called. They tell you that, you know, start lining up the terminal. They're like, all right, guys, we need you to spread this wide now. And the line's going to be from here, from security, the whole plane. We're all going to sit all like that. And for me personally, you know, I don't even bother to wait or, you know, start immediately lining up because I want to be the first person on the terminal. I don't care that much, really. I'm happy to be at the back because once you get on the plane, it is a war field. You are in World War III now. You are fighting everyone to your overhead luggage in the top, if you have any. This is why I've decided to make an executive decision to never bring overhead luggage in my whole life, because it is a nightmare to deal with. And Jetstar, for some reason, has decided to charge me $60. Why have you decided to do that? So, now, as you're climbing through the trenches of the hard plane and you're on the absolute beast of a machine, you find your seat. Oh, and you must be relieved, right? I mean, finally, I can relax. No, not yet. Because we're going to sit you with the largest person we can. Here's a nice little story for all of you. I'm on an international flight, and I'm going from New Zealand all the way back to Australia. And guess what? I'm a big believer in the middle seat. I do not like the window seat. I know some people will roast me for that, but I do not like the window seat. The window seat is the worst seat. And the end of aisle seat is also really good. And as I'm sitting there in the middle seat, I see a guy walk up. The guy is extremely tall. He is very tall. He is a little bit wide. And I'm like, wow, hopefully he's not sitting next to me. And would you believe it? He's sitting next to me. So he gets in and he takes up the most amount of space I've ever seen. It is a increasing amount for just his size. And then you have me. I don't think many of you know this because obviously none of you have ever met me in person. I am not the tallest guy. I am quite an average height. So as I am there and me and this guy end up starting to talk for a little bit, and you can see in his face he feels bad because, you know, I'm a bit small, I'm a bit more compact, a little bit more in there. So he ends up being offered to move a seat over because of the plane being not evenly enough distributed. They asked him to move over to the seat across from me, and he was very nice for her to take it. I was able to have a free seat, which was really incredible. Really nice of him. But none of that all compares to the main thing at hand here, the flight. The flight itself is the worst part for me. Primarily the takeoff. The landing's fine, actually. I don't mind the landing too much. Everything else, terrible. Awful. I'm sitting there in the seat, I'm ready to go, and the plane, it's rolling down into the tarmac, you know, like this. And as I'm there waiting for it to, go off, we all of a sudden start moving at a gentle pace. And then all of a sudden, bang, just flat out at a maximum, 20,000 kilometers all at once as we fully absorb the takeoff. And of course, you're feeling all the G's on your face, and it rattles as well. Like, that's the thing. I don't know if that's different with some planes, but this one rattled, and I was like, ooh. Then you are ascended up. You are now in the sky. You're in a metal bird, a machine, and you're just gripping that seat. I mean, I promise you, I'm sure I've wrecked plenty of seats before with the grip strength I have acquired, of the intensity of doing that. My grip strength has has never been so strong in my life. Holding on for dear life. And once we are there, you are now stuck there for the next however many hours. 1 hour, 2, 5, 10, 15. You're stuck there now, so get used to it. Now, luckily, I haven't had a flight that's been crazy long, where, you know, I've had to sleep on the plane before. All the flights I've ever been on, I've been able to stay awake for the entire time. But my pain, the amount of pain I would be in if I'm trying to sleep, and I'm in, like, the position like this, in the tightest narrow space ever, because everyone else is deciding leg room, what is that? Bang! And then, like, just, like, obviously the camera isn't facing down here, but just imagine my legs very widely spread. That's basically what I'm doing here. And I'm kind of just sitting there, but of course, there's more to it. The safety video is, to me, one of the most terrifying parts. You know, the safety video always starts so relaxed. We start with some calm, relaxed music. Thank you for choosing the airline. We're gonna go over the safety demonstration. Then they give the demonstration, you know, all the life jackets and stuff. It's like, in the case of an emergency, if the plane lands at headfirst dive at 20,000 kilometers, brace in the position, you're gonna die. I mean, just exactly what I wanted. You know, a briefing on something, and then a demonstration. It's fantastic. I love it. And, you know, of course, you know, it's like, here's how to use your life jacket. In case of there being no oxygen, put in the masks on as quickly as possible, because you might lose one because someone else might steal it. Playing like this is Hunger Games. We're all frantically trying to grab it. And then it ends with some more closing music. Thank you for choosing our airline. So now you're in the air. Your safety video's all been given, and now you're ready for a cruisy flight. You're relaxed in your tightly squeezed space. You've downloaded your Netflix movie or show. I'm not blaming you on whatever the hell you watch on that plane. And you're ready to sit in for the long haul for the next 5 to 10 hours. What's that? You were hungry? Cough over another $50. And there you go. You finally landed. Your experience is done. Thank you for traveling with one of the most uncomfortable things ever. Now, go and enjoy your lovely country that you're in. Or state, you know, if you're traveling interstate. And then, of course, everyone's getting off, and everyone wants to get off first. So you see the guy right behind you kind of standing like this, because, you know, he wants to get out first, and I'm just kind of standing there like, I'm not getting in the mosh pit there, buddy. I'm gonna wait here for like 5 minutes, and then, you know, we're gonna move. Or sometimes they'll just move on top of me. They'll just stretch their legs like this and then just go bang. The airport experience, the least favorite experience of mine, but yet also gotten a bit better. Especially when I was younger, I used to be even worse. I used to just profusively hyperventilate until eventually I was in a decent enough headspace to watch whatever I was going to. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go and enjoy the rest of this. Okay, bye.